Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, guys, to the Steel City Sunday Night X-Wing and the return of bounties. Who saw that coming? Well, I did because I decided to do it, and probably everyone else because I was trying to make a big thing about it. But it's still, they're back, which is fun. It's just me tonight. Dan's in France. We can't all have the nice life like he has. He's seen a photo of him drinking wine, which is great. Hi, Tom. Hi, Catherine. Yeah, nice to see you guys. But yeah, so we got a pretty funky matchup to start off with. We've got Michael Upton and John. Um, I mean, they're on the wrong side at the moment, so I'm gonna have to swap that around. That's always fun. Let me do that quickly. But yeah, so we got a nice Empire v Rebel matchup. John said he's gonna try doing the Fifth Brother bounty, and I think Michael said he's gonna attempt to do the Thane and the double tapping one, which should be interesting. Hi, Sandy. Big Sexy. See, the nickname sticking. One person calls me Big Sexy once, and the name sticks. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just how it is. But yeah, so I said to these guys to get set up and stuff whilst I sort out all this crap. Let's just make sure this is right. All the overlay stuff. So John's on the left, Michael's on the right. Oh, I've done it the wrong way. I think it was right before. Oh, no, it's doing it twice, that's why. There we go. I got called Sunny once, and it stuck. Yeah, I was gonna say, where does the nickname come from? It just like I don't understand. It's a good nickname, it's a good nickname, but yeah, I like it too. I think it's a good nickname. That's it. Fair enough. So we'll go through the lists. I'm gonna ask these guys to move their list back a little bit if they can, just because it's really hard to see the text, isn't it? Or no, well, I mean we're all adults. I can't be asking them to move it. It should be fine. But yeah, so we'll go through the lists. They're quite standard lists. So John annoyingly knocked me out of the Welsh Open. I was the only person to beat him. He was the only person to beat me, and I was fuming about it because, I mean, you just are. You just end up being fuming about it. I'm not a sore loser, but it was a game that I felt I should have won, and I played like a dickhead, so I deserve to lose. But yeah, kudos to John who went the gauntlet and took out Dom, a very, very good player in the final, playing this annoying bomber list. So we've got Tomax Bren. Oh, we've all seen these now, but it's Bomblet Generator, Barrage Rockets, Saturation Salvo, Captain Jonas, Bomblet Generator, Barrage Rockets, Saturation Salvo. You can see the theme going on here. And John's little secret sauce for this list is he takes concussion bombs, which is scary for me, but I'm sure it's just as scary for him, which is quite amusing. But I rate it, to be fair. It's a nice little change. I think I'd go ion bombs. I like the idea of catching someone with an ion bomb and being able to kind of constantly bomb them. But, that's just me. And then the most efficient ship in the game, I say it all the time, Invader. So annoying. It's so good. Doesn't really die. Like, if you have... I thought it was the default. No, Ion's so much better, in my opinion. Like, I get concussions are good, but, it's just what it is. But I guess it depends on what you want, right? And then Fifth Brother with probably the best interaction ever. Homing missiles, brilliant evasion with his ability. So one of the bounties that you can kill someone with Fifth Brother's crit, or by triggering the homing torpedoes and doing it that way. I think that one's quite... I don't know. I feel like that one's quite easy to do, personally. And then Michael Upton. We got Classic Luke. I say Classic Luke. Boy Luke instead of Man Luke. So Boy Luke's got Instinctive Aim, Attack Speed, Protorps, R2-D2. Corn Horn with the clusters. It's really weird seeing X-Wings with munitions that are missiles. I don't know if that's just me. I find it really bizarre. But yeah, Corrin's got the clusters, and then the interaction, which I love, is Thane's interaction with clusters. is pretty hilarious if you can get that to work. So Thane lets you spend a paint result, to look at someone's damage cards and flip it face up. So one of the bounties is killing someone with a direct hit with it. It's pretty funky. Clusters, you're going to get that off multiple times, which is nice. And then everyone's seen it on just about every table at the moment. It's a Falcon. The Falcon being Han Solo. Super good. Classic Falcon build. Trick Shot, Bistan, Perceptive Co-Pilot. And then the Falcon tile, which you don't even really use on Han unless you're in a real sticky situation where you need to survive. And the third bounty that's kind of redeemable, so to speak, is the double kill. So kill 2 ships with 1 ship. So Han's double tap ability to finish off 2 ships. I think that's quite hard. I mean, I've not made them easy. That's for sure. But yeah, the whole idea is I've got some prize support from the lovely Connor Holmes sending me some stuff. Daniel Athe sorting some stuff out, and Michael Upton has kindly said that he'll sort some prizes with cards once he gets back on the horse, so to speak. And the idea is I'm going to have a little nice notorious bounty board, and how many bounties you complete earns you a point, and you can spend the points on a prize wall, and we'll send the stuff up to you. UK shipping only for the moment until until there's such a thing. Right, that line's bugging me. There's literally a line there. I'm gonna... Guys, there's a line between that rock, these two.
Oh, is there?
I can't see it.
Both of you filthy little cheats. Both as bad as each other.
It wasn't there before.
It's still there.
Yeah, I've not moved it yet.
Okay. I'll lay off.
Right, it is still there, but it's definitely not.
Wait, just disable the lines. Just disable the lines. There we go. That's good. Yeah. And I'll get rid of my annoying white color as well, because currently it's just you're gonna see my white hand everywhere. Right. Anyway, yeah, I'll give you set up and I'll give you the buzz.
All right.
Good luck.
Yeah.
God, that line would have really annoyed me. Right. Anyway, because I got rid of the names annoyingly every time. There's probably an easier way to do this, but every single time you have to do this. Go back, configuration. That's probably me just being a bit silly, but that's the way I seemingly always have to do it. I don't know if there's an easier way, but... But yeah, that's the idea. So, I mean, I'm automatically going to favor this bomber list. I think it's really good at the moment. I do think it is sort of a gatekeepers list. Sort of kind of like... I mean, I lost to it, so I was like S tier instantly. But I think it's one of those lists where it's good. You're not going to do badly with it. But I think it's beatable. And I think it just takes a little bit of extra effort to do so. I know Dom Flanagan, who went up against this list in the Welsh Open, the only time he lost to it was the final, which is really, really shit. It's like, I was like, oh, dude, that's rough. But also, shout out to him. He just let me know he went 5-0 today, so he's got his Worlds invite. I'm still on the hunt for mine after crashing out of the top 4 of the Welsh Open. But we got the Sheffield one, not this weekend, next weekend. And Kez, Dan, and I think there's another Worlds invitee. Oh, John's going as well, I think. So it could roll down to 4th. I mean, I want to win the event, but you know, like if it happily rolls down to 4th and I'm 4th, that will be muy bien, you know, that would be great. So, I mean, looking at setup here, John's does this weird staggered thing with his bombers. He doesn't do kind of like the straight line. Michael Upton's rotating his Falcon. With obviously Jonas being in the middle, giving you the rerolls. This sort of formation kind of fit. No, Tom Reed doesn't have one. So, and I think he's going, isn't he, to the Sheffield one. So that's going to be interesting. But there's 2 ways you can really think about this. You can either have the tightly formed bombers. It doesn't give you that big range, that big arc that 3 bombers in a row would give you. So I kind of look at the Bombers as like a no-go zone, right? They basically say, you cannot go here. I'll let them say they can start. They basically say, you can't go in this zone, otherwise I'm re-rolling dice. I'm going to stop your re-rolling dice. And it's just a pain to deal with. It's horrible. And I think the wider you have that, the more dangerous the list is, in my opinion. Obviously, it's susceptible to jam and that, but you keep that arc, those arcs nice and wide, and you're doing really well. I think John's setting them up a little in the center is a little. I think he's leaving himself at a disadvantage there. Those X-wings are definitely going to be able to. Those X-wings are definitely going to be able to flank that, right? They probably don't care too much about the bombs. Because I think they do a good job of killing the bombers. But 1 forwards here to start off with. Seemingly quite nice. Oh, I don't have my music. We need the nice chilled music whilst they're doing too. Anyway, in the chat, I've not got the betting thing set up, but I'm just curious to see your opinion. Who do you think's going to win? They only claim the bounty if they win, by the way. So, just classic. Shout out to Hexout Gaming, who did an amazing job of running bounties. Same sort of thing. Gotta win. Gotta survive to be able to cash your bounty in. There we go. You got... Can you let me know if you can't hear the music? I'm pretty sure it's there. So interestingly, we got, was it 3 5s and a 6 on the side of Michael Upton? That's quite nice, isn't it? So, fifth brother coming in quite hot. I think the issue is here is obvious. I think Han's gonna come and join the big fight, which I think he has to do, right? But Vader is free to get this objective here and turn in and start causing issues. So I'm hoping Vader's gone quite quick here and sets himself up for like a cheeky bank in next turn. If you line it up right, you should be able to bank and leave yourself the 5 straight through those rocks. So Han does the 2 forward rotate. It's maybe a bit too slow here. They use an afterburner's charge. I don't mind the afterburner's charge here. I think... Oh, I don't know. Does the 1 bank kind of set you up nicely? Because they can do 1 banks, can't they? Yeah. I mean, end of turn 1, pretty unproblematic for everyone involved, really. So the bombers really... Surely go after these X-wings here, right? Or do you slow roll it again? They can do 1 banks, right? Maybe you can do a 1 bank and then see if anything turns in. You do 1 bank. I think it's tough starting them so... No, they weren't central, but they started quite central in comparison to what they could have been. But we'll see. Knowing Johnny's not afraid to run over debris either. So, I mean... I think it's twice in cut as well. He flew over debris, got the crit, and then got panic pilot, which is quite amusing because usually 3 stress. But and shout out to Michael Upton, who also made cut. I think he made top 8. So like, it's quite a good game. And Michael Upton is also on. I think he's on Team Lions. I don't remember what they're called, or Team. I think it's Team Lion. One of the England teams, one of our friendly rival England teams, because big up Team Yorkshire, right? So Road goes to John here. I think Road massively. We've got the overlap of 5s, So claim this if you've got the range. You had to force this. I don't even think it's got range. It's hard to tell though from our screen. So he's doing the barrel roll. I think you had to claim this round. It gives like, having the scramble point is insane. And now not taking that option has left you kind of committing your action for next turn, right? So you're less likely to scramble if you're in a sticky situation now. Whereas we're probably quite free. Even if you're taking a trick shot from hand, I probably claim that. But the bombers, yeah, just kind of going 1-4, keeping their option open. And I'm assuming the X-Wing's going to be doing the same thing. So I think Michael Upton's managed the range well. I don't think he's definitely not range 3 yet. I think if he boosts his range 3, but I think this is what he's contemplating, right? I think whether or not he shuts and opens his wings and gets a bit, but you don't risk it. I think this is clever. I think clusters do quite well into this, right? So Vader claims here. Surely, John, come on. Hey, what is that? You can just claim it, buddy. John doesn't play TTS too much, bless him. But there you go. Think about this, he could have had 2 objectives here for nothing. For nothing. Is he bumped? Oh, he's pinging to say he's bumped. Imagine if you claim this objective here. It'd be sitting so pretty. Even with your trade pieces, the bombers getting kind of homed in on. You're sort of then clawing back that. So nothing from Vader. One point. Could have been 2. Oh, just the efficiency of getting the objectives. Oh. Because now 5th's in a... I mean, I guess he's sort of protected from Vader here, right? But you would have loved that scramble. Now, if you're... So, Karn's going to have to lock to pass the lock, right? So... Yeah, I think they do. The trick to stopping the bombers is either bumps or getting in range 1. Their attacks are... I mean, Reimer obviously can still reduce his range, but getting super close here is super important. But importantly, to pass that lock over, Karn needs to lock. So I think if John one-banks with the bombers... Yeah. He's probably not too sad, right? 4 straight boost probably gets you range 1, yeah. What do you do if you're Luke, though? So Luke and Han are in a susceptible position to be kind of routed by Vader here, right? Vader's in a great position. There's one thing I noticed about John playing was, yeah, I mean, the bombers are good and he flies them alright, but he does fly Vader really, really well. And you'll notice if you watch back the Welsh final, he flew Vader like impeccably. One of the negotiations for having this nice 3-hour Sunday block is Molly typically orders food during this time. It's fair, she's looking after the baby. So I'm going to have to answer the door to get pizza, but all I can see on my phone is Uber Eats is just saying, oh, I'm so sorry about your order, I'm so sorry. She's not said anything to me yet, so I don't know what's going on with the pizza. So you hear an angry woman come down, bear with her, she's a breastfeeding mother who wants her pizza. And rightly so, right? So I'm not sure what's going on with that. So, big scoot from 5th here. You definitely claim. I think... Oh, just imagine if you did this last turn. You take the lock and just be really annoying. So he's done the 1 forward and focusing. This means the bombers can split up next turn, it looks like. He's being very cautious. But I think that, so he's... Shout out to Craig, what he said. Is this the 4 forward? Or is he going... No, he's not flipping it. He's only going to... I think he's gonna claim? No, you don't claim with here. You claim with the other one, I think. 'Cause I'm just so obsessed with claiming. He's looking for a lock. So this is good. This gives you the information now. So you're probably getting shot twice. You're probably taking a shit ton of damage. And you probably know that the other bomber's going 1 forward, right? So what has he done? So is he going fast, slow? He's done the same. Because you want them to be together. I think you claim. Yeah. Nice. And Luke 1 banks. I do wonder if you go faster with Luke here. I don't know. Maybe then you're worried about the bombers turning in. I'm really worried about Vader though, right? This is your opportunity though to try punch some damage in the 5th brother though. Although he's rolling 4 dice with double force. Oh, it's because he bumped. Oh, that angle's annoying. You're not in range. You're not going to be in range, so don't stress yourself. Thinking about what he does next turn. Maybe he just rotates. Because you're probably doing a hard turn in. Just back to pizza. Does anyone have a preference on which brand of pizza they go for? Just curious. Vader, nice. Yeah, so... I mean, realistically, Michael should have probably realized that boosting's probably not going to get you a shot there, right? But it does leave you in an okay position. Vader, I mean, we can just say it's 3 hits now, shall we? Like, is it? As long as it's not Pizza Express. Yeah, yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, I don't... Oh, so Luke taking 2? He's removed his force. John's just like, no, mate, you can't trade your shields out as force. I am okay with Pizza Express. I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's the worst. I'm pretty happy when it comes to pizza in general. I miss living in America. I do think American pizza's better. No, we don't have Little Wings. I don't know what that is. So they're just reading through the Corn ability now. I'm assuming John has no idea what it means. Oh, I should start the fucking timer. Ding dong. What are they on? They're 1-8. Oops. Maybe I'll just leave. I'll leave the clock in there. Professional as always. Once it gets to 60, I'll forget when I. We'll just leave it on there. They've got the live timer. Who gives a shit, right? So we got shields off Luke. So we got a barrage rocket, pretty juicy. And you probably just spend your focus here because, you know, greed and all that. Oh, and a blank out. That's nasty. Let him reroll it, John. Spin your saturation salvo. I think you're lit. I mean, it's not, yeah, it's not a crit, right? So. Hey, you rerolled it. So elusive's down. Out of range of that one. And does he tag? I mean, this could be a dead. Could be a dead Thane. This is the thing. You get caught in that zone and no go. Even two of them. I mean, it's horrible. Oh, you go. Hello, saturation salvo. You re-roll that. Does you remember? Funny fact. Oh, he survives. Sticks hit crit. With the crit being a hull breach. Ooh. Oops. I mean, the hull breach don't really matter too much, but I mean, if you sneak one through and it's a crit, right? Oh, and it's a direct hit, and it feels a bit bad. So I'm not in love with the bomber's position here. I mean, I know they've done a lot of damage, right? But they can just turn away, drop bombs, right? But this little red boy here is not really. Johnson didn't take any damage, did he? Took absolutely none. Like, nothing. Yeah, it took absolutely nothing. Which just feels so bad. You need that. You need that big hard-hitting start against the bombers, don't you? To really kind of knock the wind out of the sails. Get Reimer down. And I mean, Luke's taking shields. So two of the bombers turn into Luke here. Fifth brother turns, locks Luke. This could be dead Luke, easily. Bombers can start, well, bombing. And Thane's not gonna be able to get his thing off if he dies. This is totally John's thing. He's gone, well, Michael's definitely going for this bounty. Let's just kill Thane. John throwing his dice around like a numpty. I'm doing something. They come out. They've been out of retirement, out of the Hall of Fame, brought straight back in. Oh, so he's dropping a few here. Oh, he is dropping a few. Oh, he's dropping one. So he's power rolling. Okay, I can see why. If Luke does go one bank, you're probably a bit sad, right? I think Fitzbrother's greatest asset though is just being able to evade the 2 force, right? It's pretty grim. And I like this turning here from the bombers. Makes sense. I think that red bomber can be so annoying and just block stuff up now. Get these 2 focused. This red bomber can 3 bank. Be annoying, right? Am I wrong? 3 bank claim, be annoying. But he's not won the road, is he? I mean, the X-Wings are coming in hot, aren't they? I mean, you're probably not too worried about your hull breach here, right? Just probably focus. Did he go for the 3 bank? No, he went for the 1 bank. It's Tomax. Oh, imagine if this was Reimer. Oh. I mean, I do think he's in a world of pain here. I think... no, it's doing Luke now. Sad Luke, right? Womp womp. And don't forget Vader's coming in too. You just claim here. Accept the fact that you might die. Or you have to try putting damage back in trading, I think. 5th? Ooh, I don't know if that's your choice, but... So Hans 1 banks are not blue, right? They are not blue. And I think Michael's just realizing that. Yeah, you know, and I think I think he has. So Vader's in the 2. He definitely doesn't have a shot here. Well, I say definitely. Like I have the massive zoom in screen. I don't. I'm looking at it from a little kind of display screen. Either way, probably doesn't care. Luke's probably dead. So now you got to pick your target, right? This is why I'm not sure Luke should have gone into 5th, right? I'm thinking. I don't even think Luke shoots 5th here. I don't know. I think you try and get rid of a bomber. Probably Jonas, right? But this is why this is so good. You have to deal with the bombers, and then what happens is 5th makes it to late game, and he goes, well, I do stuff to you now. Oh, jeez. Michael's probably screaming. That's pretty bad. Although it is still 3 paint, you expect that sort of outcome. And he's probably fuming that he hasn't double focused because he did a white. So he's going for the range 1. Yeah, you go for the range 1 now because you didn't do any damage to the bombers. You're going to have to really pound some stuff. And that's exactly what you want. You want this to be a big blank out here. You're not going to get it. So it's just one shield. Oh. Just the one. Ugh. They forgot the bomb. Probably should let them know that. Don't think it's in range, but yeah, there you go. I'm sure they both knew that. They probably went, oh, let's just not deal with the bomb because it's not in range. And some stupid person called Tom has just made them go and do it. Let us play the game. So I think this is the range 0. Yeah. Oh, it takes 1 unless he spends. Yeah, 5th did. If he spends it though, then. So Tomax takes 1. Tomax now returns. I think you go into Thane, right? So I think Thane's the bottom one. Oh jeez. Yeah, oh, so he spends it. He's taking 2 crits, right? Doesn't matter. Think he's dead. So no Thane in the ass bounty gonna be claimed this game, but can Han get the double tap one? Not if he doesn't know his blue maneuvers and can't get rid of that stress. In fairness though, I mean, I don't know. It's 1 forward is blue, right? So you go, yeah, you probably can, right? Jesus, I mean, John is rolling insane well at the moment. It doesn't matter if you roll well, because he's gonna go fucking re-roll them both. It's horrible. It's horrible. Come on. It's so bad. And I think that's either a weapons or a structural. It's a weapons. I mean, good thing he's shot, right? Oh. And then 5th to finish it off. Not that it's needed. And Christ. That's a dead Luke as well, right? Yeah, I was gonna put the crown, but there's no point. Ah, that's tough though. You have to get the engage right against the bombers, or this is genuinely what happens, right? This is why I mean it's a gatekeeper list. Like, if you can stagger the ranges well enough and know the maneuvers that you have to do to be able to get in range to deal with the bombers. If you don't do that, he got caught at range 3 and then caught again. That sort of stuff's going to happen. And because it's scramble, you know, all these points now, I think it goes up to 15 now. So he killed Luke. Michael Upton gains 1 for the bottom. And then John gets 3. 2, sorry. So he's on 14. Honestly, do I need to just hold their hand through this? It's not on 16, John. 14. Come on, up 2. There we. I don't see a way coming back now, because these bombers now just bomb. Like, I mean, I know that sounds silly, but they just bomb, right? Han can't get around those rocks without going a two straight or whatever he needs to do. Those 2 scramble points up above. I mean, this is why scramble's so good, right? If you can manipulate your opponent to dive in sooner than you, you're having a scramble objective for most of the game. And Vader's that sort of ship that you just go, well, I'm not gonna bother. Oh, look how lovely that is. And the bombers have really not taken. He's taking 1 on 5th, 1 on Tomax, and that's it. kudos to Michael for playing on, because I don't know how many of you in the chat would have just been like, yeah, let's call it. Because that's what I would do. But being optimistic, look, Han's still alive. Han can do a lot of damage. You can hope that he can try pulling it back that way. So it's concussion bomb? And then I would bank reds to the left, I think. And make a really close little... Because what happens now is Corrin decides to turn in and stay relevant. Well, he can't. He's going to get bombed. Or he runs away and becomes irrelevant. And the bombers do this. Let's see if he's done 5th Brother right. Maybe do 5th first if you need to reposition. No, so he turns around. He's definitely concussioning himself. I think 5th just locks, yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Take the objective. Come on. It's a gatekeeper list. You gotta be able to beat it. But John's flying it really well. Corrin is not looking happy because at least he's not getting... I mean, Jesus. I mean... Let's see what these bombs do. Vader's in a really good position. Afterburner's boost. Let's lock Han. Oh, that's nice. I don't know what it is about bombs, but whenever I have bombs, whenever I bomb people that involve people rolling die, oh god, it never happens. I never get damaged, but whenever other people's bombs go off in my face, it just feels so bad. I feel like it feels like what's happening here. Watch this be 2 hits again. Okay. I'll shut up. I'm wrong. That was about average, wasn't it? So he's concussed himself. I mean, you just... Yeah, so he's taking the strain, takes 1, takes a strain. So Vader in the Han, probably 3 damage as per. Oh my god. Reroll. Well, that's something, right? He at least got the evade. That's all you can really hope for, really. Who do you go for here, right? Like, yeah. He's strained. He's not fucking obstructed, is he? Am I wrong? He shouldn't have... He wasn't obstructed. I'll check those crits out in a second. Oh, so he gets a full string there. Oh, and does... Show. It's a lot of spread out damage, isn't it? It's tough. Tormach's down to 2. Jonas down to 4. Reimer down to 4 as well, yeah. Check those crits in a second when they're doing dials. I can do it now, to be fair. Jonas has got Hull Breach, Stun Pilot on Reimer. Oh my god. This is in the hand. You re-roll that. So 2 more shields off hand. So should be down to 1 shield on hand. Oh, he's just clipped Han. Right? Yeah, he has. He's not doing it, apparently. Can he do the 5th brother thing? Oh, he's doing the homing. Oh, he could do it. So this could be it. It's gonna do the thing. So he's either saying take hit crit, take the homing missile, be a Chad. You're losing anyway. Yeah. So if this is a natty roll with the lock, like he doesn't spend any force, you can add it on top. Oh, it's crap. Spend it on the whole thing. Yes, the man knows. The cultured. Okay, so if this hits, he can add it on, and he's done it. So he takes. See, he's got the elusive. Oh, has he done it? So he takes hit, and double crit. He's done it. I think he's done it. He's done it. John's knocked the first bounty off the table. The 5th brother one's done. What a lad. He's done it properly as well. And that should end the game, right? Oi, what a dude. That's Corin dead. And he's going to gain 3. For the objective. 1, 2, 3. Should put him on 21. Oh, well done to John. I mean, good game is... It's a good game to be polite. I'm sure Michael wouldn't say it was a good game. That was hard to watch. But a perfect execution of how the Bombers, if you get it right, it makes life unbearable, right? Makes life absolutely unbearable. Yeah, it's terrible. They're drawing lines now. Let them draw their lines to work things out. Yeah, I think, I don't know. The way I looked at this matchup when I played it is I take big rocks, right? So I try to pull the bombers through the big rocks, and then I use my gauntlet to block them up, and the fire spray and dirge do the rest. That's how I won the matchup. I think leaving that top objective for Vader is tough, but then what do you do in that situation, right? You almost then have to commit to killing the bombers and sweeping over the other side. And putting Han so far to the top side of the board made that really difficult, right? I think that was what I thought. I mean, it definitely hurt Michael that he didn't know that the one bank was blue, right? Or he didn't know that it was white, sorry. That it wasn't blue. Which kind of sucked. But yeah, good game from both. Feel bad for Michael. It was tough to watch. There were definitely some solid rolls from John out there, but even when you know what the bomber's like, even when your rolls are good on defense, it doesn't matter. You just spend another charge, and you go, "Nah, mate, see you later." Yeah, but I definitely think that game came down to more than just a little bit of dice luck in John's favor. I think a lot of games are won and lost through turn 0. And that was tough. I mean, he bumped Han at the start, which then put him off at a weird angle. Couldn't really do anything to separate Vader from flanking. I didn't really have enough firepower or using his allocated resources to kind of deal with the bombers. Because your choice is you either deal with the bombers or you deal with Vader, I think. But yeah. So, well done to both of them. I'm going to take a quick break. Speak to the players. Well, the next game was supposed to be scheduled for 1:30. This game went so quickly. And that it's not been the case. So I'm going to take 10 minutes to round up the other players. I know Brady's in here already. But I'll have to shoot up Chris and see if he's available to start it a little bit early. But yeah, well done to both players. John completes the first bounty. So well done. He completed Ruthless Brute. It's available till the end of the stream. So I'll refresh them at the end of the stream. I'm not going to say, oh, right. Glass of gin ready to go. I'm not going to say, oh, right, John's completed it. Next person who's planned to do this bounty isn't going to do it. No, it's still live until the end of the stream, and then we'll swap them out. But yeah, well done. Cool. Right. See you guys in a minute.